All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment. Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants.
Let's go, fellas. Check, 47. Hut. Watch the twist. Mike's 47. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Nickers, that's spin.
Switch gears. You go tight.
80 weapon.
You got tight right there.
They snap it at one. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it'll be second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's right.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
44.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Set. 230. 22 and 44.
Watch the screen.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
77.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. AT Gator.
Man, I got you.
Bravo.
57's a Mike. Here we go.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw on second down, Herbert. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Right. Hey, Alpha.
On first and 10, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Looking to throw, Herbert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Both set, 44. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Bring it. Bring it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Alert, alert.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No spacing.
47's the Mike, boy, 47.
Hey, Charlie.
Quit talking about it.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw. Herbert. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Kill, kill, kill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come get some. Come get some.
Off the play fake. Herbert out to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hatchet, hatchet. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch, switch.
Snickers, 66. Why are they touching?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
47's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 9, check 9.
Jack 16. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Black 20. Check, 47. Got you. I got you, son.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Herbert finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Big dribble.
On 3rd down, Herbert looking for Shepard deep. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
47. I'm trying to collect. 47's the mic, boys. Check, 47.
Hey, exit.
Sweetheart.
Alert, alert.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Black, what's that?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Golden Tate. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
You draw Porter. Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 9 now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You must be dreaming. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Middle. All day, every day, any day. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, let's get off the field, D. No foul.
Now Roethlisberger. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
30. Both sevens to Mike. Both sevens to Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Hey, foxtrot.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's the way.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
He's checking.
Recon, 152 fighter. Smooth. Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, man.
Five.
Mike's 57's Mike. In the face. Hey, check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Like 80. Hey, alert.
Watch the slant.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Flushed out right. He finds Austin complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Bravo! Hey, rock it, rock it. Check right, check right.
To throw on third down. Herbert. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
198, watch 98, 98's the mic.
Big dribble.
Operating from the gun. Herbert looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
198, watch 98, 98's the mic.
From the gun, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch 98, 98's the mic.
Throwing again. Herbert. It's hauled in by Shepard. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
Watch 98, 98's the mic. Here we go. Watch 98. Watch
Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 5.